Is this Terra Grass? Oh, I never even considered that because they didn't even go for it. We got a game. We got a game. Okay. Today, we are going to be using a team, the runner-up from the 2022 World Championship used in a stacked invitational featuring some cool mons like Salazzle and Gallade. Let's get into it. This team features some fun combinations with a fast acid spray from Salazzle and Life Orb Hydreigon, Dragon Dance Excalibur with support Amoonguss, while Gallade can set up Trick Room as a secondary mode of speed control, while the Azumarill is a really solid support set that can help clean up the end games with Perish Song. If you would like to check out Casty, the creator, and the details of the team, they will be linked in the description down below. Golden Go, Indeedee, Tyranitar, the Dragonite, Armor Rouge, and Lycanroc. Okay, sand is just something I don't enjoy facing ever. Like, I really don't enjoy facing sand in general. The Dragonite's actually a pretty tough mon. Gallade is really strong with Wide Guard, but there is Terra Blast Tyranitar you gotta watch out for. Maybe it's trying to bait the Terra Blast immediately, although the thing is with the Gallade is I don't have a way to switch in exactly to a Terra Blast. I have nothing on my team that likes taking the attack right here. I do want to bring a Azumarill here. I think Azumarill's fantastic. Maybe this is a Max Excalibur game, because I could see myself going for like Max or Terra Blast, which is pretty good because I have Icicle Spear coverage as well. I think it probably is the play. Okay, let's try Azumarill and Excalibur out, I suppose. I want to bait the Terra Flying. I just don't know how I bait it immediately. I guess it'd be not bring Azumarill. It's going to be bring Gallade and bring Excalibur. Yeah, that's probably it. And then Azumarill and Hydreigon in the back. I would like a Amoonguss, but the thing is, there's Psychic Terrain as well as Dragonite, so not exactly super amazing in this matchup. Gallade with Wide Guard, super good. Salazzle, I mean, Psychic and Sand is not exactly a great combination for Salazzle. Let's see. I'm really hoping Gallade can put in some work with Sacred Sword. I could see myself going for a Wide Guard and Icicle Spear. And Lycanroc Tyranitar is going to be coming out as the lead, not too surprising. So I lead my Gallade plus my Excalibur here. And I'd imagine this could be a really... I think this is a really good situation, actually, now that I think about it. How fast am I generally? I feel like I should be faster than Tyranitar, and it's the Solvus Tyranitar usually on this team. So I really like the idea of just going for the Sacred Sword into an Icicle Spear immediately into Tyranitar. I either catch the Tyranitar with the Sacred Sword or Icicle Spear, and it's a good position either way. Because if I catch that Terra on the Tyranitar, assuming I don't flinch from Rock Slide, that's the only concerns right here. But I do have Wide Guard, so not exactly too sure. They might also try to just close combat, which I think would be very fair as well. So we're going to Terra immediately, so we're not taking too much damage. I also really don't mind having the ground type in this matchup because the ground coverage is just good in general right here. We're going to see a Terra from the Tyranitar. Perfect. I think Sacred Sword and Icicle Spear should KO. Excalibur is very strong here. My only concern, of course, is sometimes you got to play with the Rock Slide game. Terra Water. I was not expecting Terra Water on this team. Okay. Close combat. That's pretty good. Because, yeah, I tanked that so well right here. Okay, fantastic. Terra Water. How I expected. Icicle Spear is doing nothing. If they Terra Blasted my Excalibur reading this, I'm going to be super sad. Although, I don't know what they're going for. Maybe an Assurance? I feel like Assurance would make more sense here. Okay. Get the chip. Sacred Sword. That was so strong. Okay, maybe I should have went for a Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade, I guess. I mean, how was I supposed to expect the Tyranitar to be Terra Water there? But okay. Really, really good position right there. Very solid position right now. I will absolutely take that. Gallade. So strong with the sharpness right here. Golden Go gonna come out. Oh boy, I hope you're not gonna try to go for Make It Rain right here. I would hate to see you try to go for Make It Rain right here. They already used their Terra, so Hydreigon beats the Golden Go now. Icicle Spear the Lycanroc because Lycanroc's just heck of annoying. I don't want to deal with like Endeavor games later on. I don't think they protect either. They're probably just going to go on the offense and maybe like Rock Slide and get some or chip the Gallade for like Make It Rain. So Wide Guard here from the Gallade to prevent any spread moves. We're going to see a close combat. That's cool. How fast is Golden Go though? I mean, I guess if they technically go for a Shadow Ball, it's not amazing. Or at least into my... Yeah, they went for Dazzling Gleam, actually. That's either Choice Scarf or Choice Specs then, most likely. And that's really good for me right here. because the wide guard preventing it. Although that would have killed either Pokemon, I think. You want choice specs? I don't think it KO Excalibur. Icicle Spear. We have the loaded dice, so hitting 3 times. Yep. Okay, perfect. I actually don't know what the odds are of hitting 2, if you can even hit 2 with the loaded dice. But oh man, just not have to deal with Lycanroc anymore and rock side flinches, so I don't have to go for wide guard anymore. Realistically, it's like shouldn't be doing too much damage. And again, Hydreigon, I guess if it's Choice Scarf, it's a concern. We're gonna see Dragonite come out, but it can't Terra, which is a really important factor right here. So my Hydreigon should be super safe. I'm gonna just wide guard again. I don't see a reason not to wide guard again and just go for an Icicle Spear into the Dragonite. If they go for an attack here with Dragonite, sure thing. That's not extreme speed. That's okay. They do go for Dazzling Gleam. Okay, that should be Choice Scarf then. I want to say it is. It's not a guaranteed confirmation though, because the Dragonite could just be invested slower right here, maybe more bulk. Let's see if it's faster than my Excalibur. It is not, so I'm able to get the Icicle Spear. Looks like it's multi-scale, because that spear should have done more. Yep, it's multi-scale. But I don't think the critical hit mattered, because like 3 hits is just enough to KO. And oh boy, this lead. Oh man, I wonder what the Tyranitar did. Like it could have been I wouldn't say like we lost the game on that, but it definitely could have been definitely an interesting game. I don't think the Tyranitar can knock out any Pokemon unless they actually did go for the Terra Blast read. And oh my god, if you went for the Terra Blast read with the Tyranitar, ooh boy. But if it was Assurance, it would have done a decent amount to Excalibur, and then I would have had to change my plan. Although realistically, I still had a pretty decent position, I think, with just like Gallade. Gallade was actually pretty strong because it wasn't Terra Flying on the Tyranitar. Dragapult, Gyarados, Grimmsnarl, Glimmora, Kingambit, and the Organical. Okay, so what do I want to go here? Dragapult is actually a really scary mon for this team. This team actually does not do well against Dragapult generally. I mean, I do have a Hydreigon, I suppose, but it really just depends on the Terra. I'm probably tearing the Hydreigon, I imagine. I like Gallade for the Kingambit. Also can help out a bit here. Okay. I think I want to go with like Salazzle Hydreigon lead. Salazzle Hydreigon seems really solid to me. Endgame wise, I'm trying to figure out because I like Gallade a lot here. I want to say it's a Azumarill for a Perish just in case the Garganical gets a little bit out of hand. Amoonguss could be helpful because I could see myself bringing Amoonguss redirection, walling the Gyarados, but I think this is probably okay. Like Excalibur can put in a bit of work, but not the hugest fan. Also really depends on the Terra on my opponent. And again, Amoonguss can be helpful. I just got to get rid of, like, let's see. I think Glimmora is the biggest threat here. If I get rid of Glimmora, my Perish song becomes a lot easier to set up. Kingambit, of course, if I can get rid of that mon, then just being able to Perish with Azumarill should be a lot easier if I get rid of those two. Because those are the main threats to Azumarill that can dish out a lot of damage. Or Iron Head flinch my Azumarill, so I can't move here. So let's see. We're going to see the Dragapult and the Grimmsnarl lead. Okay. Very okay lead for me here. Oh, all right. This could be Covert Cloak Graham, I suppose. I have no idea if it is going to be. Should I try to anticipate that or not? I think I just go for I want to say I just Acid Spray anyway. And I'm just going to Dark Pulse. Don't know. Let me see. What can they do? The swaps aren't that great for them. I think I will just attempt to fake out though. I'm going to fake out and I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse immediately. If they Terra Fire immediately, oh geez, like this is not going to go well, but really just depends. We'll see. I really can't afford to take a Draco Meteor with the Hydreigon. I'm kind of fine with losing Salazzle if I get rid of Dragapult because Dragapult's way more scary here. It looks like no Terra on my opponent's side yet. All right. Like I am completely okay with this situation. As soon as I see the Dragapult dropping, that is the ideal turn. Okay. There's Steel Hydreigon. This could be a protect, but we'll see. Nice. Okay, no protects. Take out the Grim. It's not Covert Cloak. Draco Meteor. Okay. Really ideal turn. Really ideal turn because I'm able to get the Dark Pulse off into the Dragapult, which was Life Orb. So fantastic. I'm able to get the Dark Pulse off into the Dragapult. Goodbye, Dragapult right here. And now... oh, what's coming in? Because something's coming in, and then afterward, Acid Spray Flash Cannon looks really good here. I do like the looks of Acid Spray into Flash Cannon right here. Does some damage. I mean, some damage right here. All right, who are you bringing out? show me... don't know what I'd prefer to see here. I'm like fine with anything. We're gonna see the Garganical come out actually. Okay. I guess for body press, I just go for Acid Spray Flash Cannon here into the Acid Spray and a Flash Cannon to Grimmsnarl slot. Try and pick up the knockout if they set Light Screen. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know if the Garganical was going to tear or not. I could have went for the Acid Spray and the Flash Cannon and that, but I think it's okay here as long as I get rid of Grimmsnarl and set up for that Perish endgame, which is the goal right now. So I think this double up should KO. We'll see. And if the Garganical tries to set up, we always punish it with Encore. I imagine this is either Body Press or the Salt Cure. Yeah, just like pick up some quick knockouts right here. Okay, some Broom Sweeps left and right here. Let's see what they're going to go for. Salt Cure into the Hydreigon. Yep, okay. Not too surprising. So Hydreigon is going to survive the turn, I believe. Yeah, it's going to survive the turn because it's 25% we're taking from the Salt Cure residual, which is absolutely insane, but we do survive. We could even pick up another knockout potentially. I don't know if I want to save the Hydreigon. We're going to see Kingambit coming in. Okay. Supreme Overlord. Okay. Gotta watch out for that. Gotta watch out for that. I do have a Gallade though, which is pretty solid here. I don't want to lose both Pokemon though. I really feel like I should avoid trying to lose both Pokemon here. I think the play is just to overheat. No, is it to overheat? I'm trying to think of what the best play here is. I think it's get damage on the Kingambit. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna... oh, wait, no. I know what I can do. Overheat the Kingambit. I'm switching to Azumarill right here. They should never target my Hydreigon slot. There's, like, no reason for them to. They have Light Screen. And, like, I feint to Salt Cure anyway. Unless they really want to commit to a read here. But I don't think it's, like, worth it for them. Bring out the Azumarill. They protect you. That's actually really ideal. That's really ideal, I think. Because I can just Encore that. Okay, I don't think they know the power of Salazzle, but Salazzle does get Encore. So I can Encore the Kingambit into the Protect and then Perish Song and then... okay, good game. I'm going to Encore the Kingambit here. I'm going to Perish Song. And we also have Gallade in the back of a Sacred Sword if we didn't have the Perish Song Azumarill endgame. So yeah, it's looking really good here. If they Sucker Punch, I mean... it's getting Encore, so it doesn't change anything. Unless they're like a random Mental Herb, which is the only thing that could be used here to stop the Salazzle, because otherwise I am always guaranteed to Encore. It's not like Prankster Dark type can help you out here. And should be a safe win. So yeah, that turn one, absolutely huge. The Fake Out, Dark Pulse, and then afterward, the Acid Spray Flash Cannon combination. And now we have sealed the game as I wanted with the Perish Song. All right, we're going to see a Terra coming out, but who's going for the Terra right here? No matter what, it's not going to change anything. Garganical going to Terra. Grass type, Ghost type, Water type. Okay, doesn't change anything. Literally doesn't change anything. Nice. They go for Sucker Punch. Perfect. As I went for an Encore here, they probably tried to just Sucker Punch the Salazzle and just hope I wasn't Sash, but Encore. Oh, yeah, you can keep Sucker Punching. You can keep Sucker Punching. Parasol. I gotta figure out how do I want to play around. Probably keep Hydreigon since I can protect. They Salt Cure my Azumarill. Okay. Probably just want to switch out and Gallade and I want to Encore. I guess I could Encore the Garganical because it's not doing anything. I definitely don't want to attack. I can Fake Out. Like I can literally go for a Fake Out on purpose here. Yeah, that probably works. Yeah, there's just nothing they can do. There's literally nothing they can do. So we'll Encore this, I guess, because it doesn't really matter. We'll go into Gallade, because Gallade is kind of the most expendable. Battle's going to be forfeit. They realize that they cannot win. I have too many Mons. Perish Song is counting down. They can't break through my Azumarill, especially with only one Mon in the Garganical, because Kingambit Encored. Yeah, they were just in a hard pin. Okay, Meowscarada, Volcarona, Florges with the, what's it called? Palmot, Mousehold, and the Gyarados. So this is definitely interesting. So Florges, we've seen quite a few recently, and it does get the ability, I forgot what the ability is called, but basically it's an ability that prevents statuses happening onto grass types, which is kind of cool. So I'd imagine it's just to abuse like Meowscarada, Volcarona, and the Gyarados, which I imagine they're all Terra Grass on this team. Also, if it's Terra Grass, it would be kind of interesting, but I don't expect it to be. Perish Song Azumarill does really well here. Yeah, Parasong Azumarill does really well here, so I would like to use this. I guess Excalibur, since I do have Icicle Spear, is really solid into my opponent's team. So Azumarill and Excalibur are definitely being brought. I definitely bring the Amoonguss for sure. Amoonguss is going to be brought. I need a way to break through the Volcarona fast, and I just don't have that with this team. I bring Amoonguss lead, I think, because I want to make sure I pressure the mouse hold immediately. Yeah, I just have nothing that breaks through Volcarona easily. Hydreigion's not amazing here. Gallade's like okay, but it's not like super amazing. I think I'm going to try it though with the back of Azumarill and Excalibur. It's just a thing like Salazzle, like overheat's not going to do too much. I guess I could make, and I can't even encore the Volcarona because it's going to move slower than my Salazzle when it quiver dances for the first time, and then it's just going to be faster next turn. So there's no point of going for like a Salazzle position, I feel, in this game. Masquerade mouse hold. Okay. Against my Gallade and my Gallade here. Okay. Wonder what you're gonna go for here. What do you population bomb? I don't expect you to. I really don't. Oh, you could go for you can knock off here. Okay. I think it's knock off population bomb into the Amoonguss slot then. All right. I'm gonna protect Amoonguss and I'm gonna go for a Sacred Sword attempt into the mouse hold, I guess. This is actually pretty bad. This is pretty bad because I just don't have the best tools. Maybe I could have Rage Power, but I don't want to sacrifice Amoonguss because Amoonguss is just so good against my opponent's team. Let's see. I went for Flower Trick. Oh, wow. That almost KO'd. I'm surprised. They are choice banned and they locked them. I really thought it was just knockoff here coming out. Population bomb. Oh, that is worst case. Like if I Rage Powder, this was actually like completely fine of a scenario. What the heck, man? Okay. That's all right. Okay, let's bring out the Excalibur, I guess. We're gonna bring out the Excalibur and Dragon Dance up, I suppose. Am I faster than mouse hold? I think I am after Dragon Dance. I want to say I am. I'm gonna trust the EV spreads. Yeah, I'm gonna trust the EV spread. We're gonna go for a Rage Powder here. And a Dragon Dance. Like, I'm just surprised. I'm surprised. I really thought this was a knockoff into Population Bomb. And that just gets rid of my Rocky Helmet, right? So, oh boy, there's a Terror coming out. What's terroring right here? Household. Terror normal, okay. Are you safety goggles? Is this like why Population Bomb went off? Hey, Rage Powder. Don't tell me this is knockoff now. No, it has to be choice banned. Yeah, it's choice banded. Flower Trick. Okay, we tank it. Are you actually safety goggles? Like, I don't think you risk it. Yeah, it's white lens. That's what I thought. Okay. Amoonguss is eating this up too. Okay, perfect. And they kind of wasted their Terra and I get a free Dragon Dance. Okay, this is really ideal then. All right. What could have been a pretty bad position has been like, okay, this is not terrible. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. Okay. All right. All right, so Amoonguss is able to eat up that Population Bomb. It's actually a lot weaker than I expected, but then again, Amoonguss is just so bulky. So goodbye, Mousehold. Did not have to worry too much about that. I really thought it'd be knockoff Population Bomb, and it would have been a disaster. It really would have. Dragon Dance going to come out from the Excalibur. Now we have a pretty good offensive threat right here. Like the Meowscarada is not doing much damage. I didn't realize Excalibur actually took that attack super well too. So Meowscarada can't do anything. It should be choice banded based on that Flower Trick damage. Almost gonna come out, but I mean, yeah, this is a-okay here. Gonna go for trying to figure out what I do here. I want to say it's Spore here. Yeah, I want to say it's Spore here into the Meowscarada. And Icicle Spear the Palmote. Oh, they stay in. Okay. Icicle Spear. We do have loaded dice, so we should KO. Nice. I think Parasong Azumarill wins. Like, I really do. Okay. Because it's choice band locked, right? The Meowscarada can't do anything here. And I outspeed the next one, I could just KO it. Yeah, Flower Trick gonna come out. Yeah, it's just not KOing the Excalibur. All right, that's beautiful. Excalibur, I didn't expect to be the one shiny here, but it is. Because Gyarados. Okay, like I expected the Gyarados to come in for the last turn. Like that's what I was expecting. I mean, this works out huge for me. I'm just gonna go for a swap into Azumarill. And I'm just gonna go for an Icicle Spear, I suppose, into the Meowscarada. Might as well, right? I went with a Parasong endgame, so I don't really see a problem here. Go Azumarill. Icicle Spears just should 2-shot. I mean, 3-shot is fine too. Loaded dice is the thing here on the Excalibur. So goodbye Meowscarada and Gyarados. Dragon Dance? Imagine this Dragon Dance. Now they Waterfall. Okay, yeah. I think I just win now. Life Orb Gyarados. Interesting. Okay. And we're going to go for Parasong here and hard back into Mungus, I suppose. I think we just guaranteed a win anyway. Yeah, Bow's going to be forfeited. Nice. That was a... Oh, I didn't realize this was Colin. Battle Room. If you don't know, he got 3rd place at the 2014 World Championship and won, I think it's like 3-time regional champion. So nice. Garchomp, Azuma, Raichu, Hydreigon, Amoonguss, Go. I really like the looks of this team because it just reminds me of like a 2014 team. It really does. He would just have like Aegislash over the Golden Go and you literally could call it that. All right, so I'm kind of curious on what the Azumarill set is. I don't know because Belly Drum would be actually pretty scary here. A Gallade is pretty tempting. Wide Guard is really nice in general. I like Hydreigon, Gallade, I think. Excalibur is okay. It's not super amazing, but it depends on the Terra type on the Hydreigon a lot right here. Salazzle's also pretty good just to help with Golden Go and Amoonguss. I kind of like Salazzle lead. Salazzle plus the Gallade here actually seems pretty strong. Yeah, I do actually kind of like it. I think I don't want to bring Azumarill in this because even though I could perish just Golden Go, I'm not really doing much damage. I don't think I need the Icy Wind as a win con. Amoonguss is tempting because I need a backup to the Azumarill, I guess. It really just depends because I don't know who I'm tearing here. I want to say Hydreigon and Amoonguss is probably the way to go. Excalibur could put in work too. I'm just not 100% sure on it. If I had Ice Shard, maybe, because cleanups could be really good against a Raichu. Yet, I'm really not confident in it. Yeah, because Terra Ground into a Liquidation. If it's a Assault Vest Azumarill, I'm going to kind of have a hard time to like get around it without Amoonguss. And I would probably either bring Excalibur or Amoonguss. I wouldn't bring both of them. So let's see. It's Golden Go and Raichu. Okay, this is fantastic lead. Okay. I like this, I think. I want to fake out the Raichu. The fake is... this could be Shadow Ball, I suppose. I don't think you ever click Make It Rain here. I'm probably clicking Shadow Ball. I kind of want to go for a fake out and Sacred Sword into the Raichu slot, though. Man, if I was Ghost Salazzle here, imagine what I could do. Imagine the overheat right here. Would be so great. I think I'm just going to try to overheat. The Golden Go could protect and they could nuzzle too. That's another play they could make. I think Fake Out Sacred Sword is probably okay. Or Wide Guard, but I think they're getting Shadow Ball. I'm going to Sacred Sword. I think they have to be Specs Golden Go in order to pick up a knockout here. All right, no protects. So let's see. Fake Out. If it was Covert Cloak, I would have lost my mind. Ah, they did just go for Make It Rain. That did nothing though, so I'm very happy with that. All right. Shadow Ball when I KO'd either Pokemon, it looks like either. So Sacred Sword into the Raichu. Does pick up the knockout. So getting rid of Raichu is fantastic right here. Of course, this could be the Azumarill coming in, but I do have Leaf Blade, and if they don't expect it, Leaf Blade will just blow away the Azumarill. If it's not the Sap Zipper set, but I'd imagine it's like a huge power or Assault Vest or Citrus Berry. Azumarill's going to come in. Yep. So I'm going to go hard into my Amoonguss right here. It's a very safe play. And we're going to go for a Leaf Blade into the Azumarill. Another play I can make is go for the Terra and overheat in a Golden Go. But I don't think I have to really risk that. Because I'd imagine the Azumarill is slower than my Gallade here. Unless it's like EV'd really fast. We're actually going to see a swap here from my opponent into their own Amoonguss. So this could be protect from their Azumarill, which is fine. Because at least I brought in my Amoonguss and now I could spore that slot. So I really like this position. Okay. Amoonguss gonna come in. They do protect with the Azumarill. Okay. Okay. A little bit weird because I think... Okay. They're not going to attack the Amoonguss slot unless it's with Ice Spinner. Kind of a weird situation. I think I want to go into Salazzle here, and I think I want to click Leaf Blade into the Azumarill. I think that's okay. I think they're doubling out the Azumarill into Golden Go. Yeah, it makes so much sense here. And then you spore the Gallade slot. So that's why I want to double out into Salazzle, because Azumarill was not in a good position because it just gets spored. And like Amoonguss kind of walls it. Even Ice Spinner's not doing too much damage to Amoonguss. So that's why I want to double out on Salazzle calling this. And I did get the call right, it looks like. So that's perfect. A Leaf Blade into the Golden Go. Spore into the Gallade. Okay, I really wonder if that's Scarf. That's my only concern, if it's Scarf right here. Scarf Shadow Ball would be threatening now. But I am going to go for an Overheat. I'm going to target down the Amoonguss slot. And I'm going to try to get the first turn wake. Because I'm trying to get the Eject Pack out into my... I'll try to get the Eject Pack out here. This could be a hard swap from Golden Go into Azumarill. I could have also seen it for the Amoonguss, so this works out perfectly. This could be like just Protect, but that's all right. Okay, nice. This is so ideal here. I get the Overheat off into Amoonguss. Doesn't pick up a knockout, but that's in range of any attack here. And with the Eject Pack, this is so huge because I get the free switch into my Amoonguss, and they can't spore that Amoonguss slot. So this is fantastic here. Able to go out straight into the Amoonguss. I think Hydreigon can win if I just get rid of the Azumarill. So all I need to do is find a way to get rid of that Azumarill. Gallade fast asleep. And spore into the Amoonguss. Perfect. We're going to go for a spore into the Azumarill slot because I don't have to call a switch now anymore. And I'm going to go for... I could just go for the wake up here. I feel like spore... Actually, spore Leaf Blade makes so much sense to me here. Yeah, I'm going to spore Leaf Blade the Azumarill slot because I think Amoonguss retreats into Golden Go. Yep. I don't know if Amoonguss is going to protect or Azumarill is going to protect or not. I imagine so. I could have made the double again, and I think the double would have been fine here, actually, now that I think about it. But I don't think it's too bad regardless. Okay. I do wake up. I go for the Leaf Blade attempt. It does fail here. Did my opponent Terra? My opponent hasn't Terra'd yet, so I guess I gotta watch out for that. I'm not, like, too concerned at the moment. Spore into the Azumarill. Okay. There's no way they let me get the attack off. I'm pretty sure that this is always just a Amoonguss swap here. I think Pollen Puff into... Oh boy. I just gotta watch out for Nasty Plot, I suppose. I think Pollen Puff Leaf Blade is probably okay here. Or Sacred Sword even. I think it's probably okay. I just don't want to double out here and get it super wrong. I think this is a decent mid ground. Yeah. Because if they stayed in, they take damage, which I'm kind of happy about. So we get Sacred Sword off into... Okay, Shadow Ball. That's all right. I get a free switch to Salazzle. This is still pretty good. Okay. I want to say it, and at this point, I really think you're Scarf. I really want to say you're Scarf. Like, the way that this Golden Go has been playing feels like Scarf to me. I'm going to go out on Hydreigon, though. Like, Hydreigon just makes the most sense to me. I click Draco Meteor into the Amoonguss slot, I think, and I spore the Azumarill coming in for the Golden Go potentially, because they kind of need to get the call right. Oh wait, I don't have it. I just Dark Pulse then. I can protect. I think Dark Pulse is probably okay. I want to say Azumarill's coming in for a slot. I just got to figure out which one. AD retreat the Golden Go. Yep, into Azumarill. Perfect. And I get free damage here. All right. So I get Dark Pulse off into Amoonguss. It's Life Orb, not a KO. Should have maybe doubled up that slot with Pollen Puff. I'm kind of upset I'm not doing that, because I think that would have actually just won me the game. Well, maybe not. It's not exactly a win. Oh, I do get a flinch though. That's pretty big. Okay, that's super unfortunate for my opponent, but we take those for sure. Because yeah, the fact that it would have been kind of a similar position. I guess the Amoonguss would have been weaker, but yeah, doubling up with Pollen Puff I think was a better play there. Because like I just spore the Azumarill the next turn. Like nothing's threatening my Amoonguss at the end of the game. So yeah, we're gonna go for a Dark Pulse and a Pollen Puff, and they protect here to still out a turn. But I just click Rage Powder, Dark Pulse the following turn. And even if this is like this Azumarill has protect, so I don't think it's Ice Spinner. It's probably like Play Rough, Water Move, like Liquidation, Aqua Jet, I imagine. Unless they forewent Aqua Jet, which is fine too. I pollen puff my Hydreigon. Just gonna Rage Powder at this point. Rage Powder is just super safe. We're gonna go for Dark Pulse. This is Safety Goggles Amoonguss. Okay, they protect. That's cool because it doesn't change anything. Rage Powder. Are they Belly Drum? Because Belly Drum could maybe change this, but I mean, Amoonguss lives 1 guaranteed always. They do wake up. Okay. Play rough, yeah. This does no damage. Yep. Fix the Rocky Helmet. We Rage Powder here. We click the Dark Pulse. We always just Rage Powder. We could protect Spore in this position, but I don't want to get them free Regenerator on the Amoonguss for no reason. So I'd rather just take the KO here. I imagine the Golden Ghost Scarfin has Dazzling Gleam. So... Oh, they hard swap too. Yeah, this is really bad. I think that's just over for now. Unless they are actually Belly Drum. If they're Belly Drum, this actually changes the game so much. Is this Terra Grass? Oh, I never even considered that because they didn't even go for it. We got a game. We got a game. Okay. Rage Powder from Amoonguss is going to fail here. Dark Pulse into the... All right. This got super interesting. Okay, Play Rough gonna come out into the Hydreigon. Ooh boy, okay. Dang, sealing up that game with a double Dark Pulse Pollen Puff would have definitely have been the move, but it's okay. We still have an advantage right here. Salazzle can come in. This has to be Aqua Jet, right? Like, I'm pretty sure this always has to be Aqua Jet. I'm going to Pollen Puff my Salazzle, and I'm just going to go for the Terra right here and go for the Overheat into... See, if they get a call right between Amoonguss protecting and I overheat it into a Play Rough, that's really bad for me. Or if they protect Azumarill and go for a Spore, both are really bad situations. But I think Azumarill is probably going to try to Aqua Jet here. Let's see if I'm right. If they Rage Powder, it's cool too. Because I think then my Amoonguss should beat the Azu 1v1. So that's alright. Rage Powder is an automatic lose con. It's just a protect that kind of screws me over. Okay. I mean, it's not over by far. The thing is, they can't do damage to my Amoonguss. They really can't. Here is a really good play on their part. Okay. Yeah, good play on their part. I feel like I could just Pollen Puff, continuing to... should I Pollen Puff the Salazzle? Salazzle definitely eats 1 play Liquidation or Play Rough. And then I can force some weird situations from... Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. I don't see a reason not to. Okay. Take our first turn. Oh, come on. Wait, it's just Perish. Okay, okay. Oh boy. Hey, was that Azumarill slower than my Amoonguss? Oh no. Okay, if I KO their Amoonguss, I win. But the question is, can I? No, they weren't Sap Sipper because they would have activated. Yeah, it's just Perish Huge Power. Very unique set here. Okay. Overheat here and Pollen Puff. Yeah, they should never ever go for a Protect here. Liquidation into Salazzle. Makes sense. We do tank it. Okay. Really bad defense drop. Really bad defense drop. Okay. Pollen Puff. Yeah, I might actually go down to the next one. This is such a close end game because it's 100% winnable. We Pollen Puff the Salazzle. Gotta overheat the Amoonguss. We have to. I know they're gonna protect, which is fine, but I need to make sure I KO the Amoonguss anyway. We do wake up. Okay. Huge. We just need to let this one attack and then a double protect. Has to fail, and then we have to hit the overheat. Play rough. That's why it was so bad. No. Unless our Amoonguss is speed tied, this is over. Okay. Oh, that's so unfortunate, man. Because I was gonna Pollen Puff and just hope at that point. Wait, no. Amoonguss has won like every single speed loss interaction. It's kind of sad because if I kept Pollen Puffing the... Well, I think Pollen Puff the Salazzle was technically the better play. As long as I didn't get the defense drop, but I guess liquidation, I think it's 20%, so it wasn't terrible. I need to crit the Amoonguss with Pollen Puff, and I don't think that's even KOing. Protect. I mean, Azuma could do whatever it wants. It doesn't change the game. They go for a double, yep. So they failed that. So I think it really would have came down to did overheat connect. If I did survive. I didn't get the Pollen Puff crit. Just salt in the wound. But I mean, yeah, it kind of stinks because if I got one Pollen Puff on the Amoonguss earlier, and it's really going to go back to that one turn that haunts me, not doubling up the Amoonguss with Dark Pulse plus Pollen Puff. Because if I did, this game was 100% secured, man. Oh, super close one. Super misplay, but my opponent played the end game extremely well and got the protect read right with the Azu on the overheat. Should have went for the Amoonguss, man. Ah, dang. Thought the Amoonguss was protecting there. I really did. Let's go over the games. Game 1, Gallade Team's Caliber was able to beat my opponent's team. The Terra Water from the Tyranitar wasn't expected, but as long as it wasn't a hard Terra Blast commitment into the Back's Caliber, I felt pretty safe about my position. Game 2, Salazzle and Hydreigon was able to break through the lead, and Azumarill found itself in a safe position to secure the game with Perish Song. Game 3, lead wasn't amazing, but after deducing the choice band on the Meowscarada, I was able to make a comeback with the Dragon Dance Back's Caliber. There wasn't a safe play to commit that turn 1 without knowing the items, but Rage Powder and Trick Room might have worked as well. Game 4, solid start as getting rid of the Raichu was nice, but I didn't get a pinned knockout, which hurt as my opponent was able to set up for a Perish Song endgame. My opponent played extremely well towards that endgame. If I targeted the Amoonguss with a Pollen Puff into Dark Pulse, I would have been in a phenomenal position to seal a victory. This team is really fun. I've been using it for quite a while now, and it has some really strong combinations. I really like the Salazzle Acid Spray combination, especially. Gallade hits a lot harder with the new buffs from the Sharpness ability that it got in Gen 9. It's a really cool Pokemon that I do want to explore on more teams, but if you do want to try out this team, which is a lot of fun, make sure you try it out with the rental code on your screen, and you can check out Cassie, the creator, and the details of the team, link down below in the description. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel and watch some of my other videos for more VGC content.